Hello and welcome to that Fire FM TV. I'm your host, Unique Shalon. And first off, I'd like to thank our listeners, our viewers, and our supporters. We really thank you for getting into the fire with us. And without further ado, I have on today's show, Cassidy Sheehan. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm so grateful to be here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
First off, I'd like you to tell our viewers, where are you from exactly?
I am from a really small town in southwest Michigan called Sturgis, Michigan.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah. And then I've had quite the journey. So I was born and raised there, and then I moved to Chicago for school. I went to DePaul University, and I lived there about 4 years, and then I moved to Charlotte. So, yeah.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. So tell us, how did you get into planning events?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think the first, my entrance point was I started an internship doing coordinating weddings on top of the Tribune Tower in Chicago. And it was for a hospitality group. So they had a few different locations. And I was really just coordinating those weddings. And that was kind of how I started out. But it's been an interesting journey since. Yeah.
I bet. So you are the founder of Pop Marketing Company. So what has been the biggest challenge that you've faced so far?
I think entrepreneurship in itself has just been a challenge, right? I think it's a never-ending growth opportunity. When I started my business, I had no idea that I was going to even start my business. I really did it out of survival mode because COVID had hit. I lost my job as a result of that. And I was like, I had made enough connections that I was like, what do I have to lose at this point? I think entrepreneurship is just this never-ending obstacle course, and but I like it though. I like it. Yeah.
So tell us, what events have you been involved in?
Oh man, I do about 30 to 40 events a year. So for me, it could be anything, but I would say my niche is nonprofits. So I really work with nonprofits, and I really try to help them curate events that help bring their mission more awareness. And so that I would say that's my main piece of the pie. Yeah.
So how would you describe the signature style or personalities of your events?
Ooh, I like it. I feel like if I'm curating an event and it's pop marketing coded, it's going to be women first and focused. It's going to be a lot of women-owned businesses involved, and typically some sort of either professional or personal development. I feel like I always try to have a style of sophistication, education, and I bridging, but also it's somewhat glitz and glamorous. I do nice things, and I like it to feel like it's an experience for people.
Okay, so what's your secret to creating the events? Not only to look good, but also to convert to real engagement.
Having good partners. And having a really solid team. So, if that's your planning team, if that's your vendors, I see it all as one team. I think it's got to be solid. I think you need to know that people are doing good business. They're on time. They're punctual. They, give good customer service. I think that for me is the main secret sauce for any good event,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what is one of the marketing strategies you think more brands should be using?
I feel like that is a loaded question because I feel like each brand is so different, right? And every brand's audience is different. So I feel like there's a brand, I was thinking about this the other day, there's a brand for literally everything. If you're into Pokemon. There's like a whole, you know what I'm saying? If you're into gardening, if you're into cooking, if you're whatever it is, like, and then with that is like tiered audiences, right? Like age, demographic, socioeconomic status, things like that. So for me, I think people need to, this is where I think people need to focus on, and where people like need to get back to, is that the psychology and sociology matters. You know, if you're like Cardi B, I was listening to this podcast the other day that she did, and she was talking about why her hair care brand is going to stand out and be different. And she was saying because she went and she literally like went to Korea herself, tested stuff herself, and spent years doing this on her own hair. So I feel like but she's doing these things because she knows that she wants people to actually experience it, like it, and have it work for them, and not just be some cheap brand that she's like endorsing just for the sake of clout. So I think being super intentional is what people need to really focus on.
And what is the most rewarding part of bringing people together?
To see what they do next. I love connecting people, because even if I have nothing to do with it, that's super cool for me. I really don't always have to be involved. I love when I can be like, you know, even Shabazz, my partner, right? So he's, you know, a videographer, as you know, Shalonda, and if I see a client and I know they need a videographer, even if I'm not planning the event, I'm like, oh, hey, I know somebody that you should totally use, because he's going to do a good job. He's going to be punctual. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that's
awesome. So what kind of events you got going on coming up soon for 2026?
Coming up soon. So I'm working on our annual conference for women. It's called Thriving in Chaos. It's for Carolina women in tech. And that is going to be in September. We just finished Charlotte Brunch Festival. So I have 2 periods of time in the year that are just so focused on events, which is, you know, like right now is kind of like ending. It'll end in June. It's usually like, you know, March to June. And then the other is like the, you know, September to like November. So I have a few nonprofit galas coming up in the fall. So super excited for that.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. So have you experienced any challenges or had to solve any difficulties during an event?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about a time.
Shalonda, there's so many. There's so many. I think, to summarize it without going deep into detail, I think that people have a lot of expectations, right? And I understand that, especially when they're spending money. They want to know that their money is going to provide them with a good time and good food and all of these things. So I think sometimes, you know, that can cause some issues, right? Like something for me that happened recently at a festival was we could put it on our website, we can put it on the flyers, we can put it on the social media marketing that we're a 21 and up event, and people bring their kids every time.
Wow.
Yeah, and so when you're at the front of the line and you've just waited 45 minutes in the line, and you're now at the top of the line, and you're about to check in, and I have to tell you that I'm sorry, but you can't come in because this is a 21 and up event, and your child cannot come in. And now you're cussing me out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going kind of like this. It is what it is. There's nothing that I can do about it. I'm sorry that you didn't get the message. We definitely try to communicate it as clear as we can and as much as we can. But yeah, so like those types of situations, I would say are hard, you know?
Wow. So what keeps you going? What keeps you not wanting to give up on doing this type of work?
I feel like because I do see the benefits and the goodness that comes from all of these events, and the money that is raised and the money that can be used towards, you know, just great missions that are doing amazing work out here in the world. So for me, that's really the driving force.
Gotcha. And how do you want your events to make people feel?
I feel like each one is going to make people feel different. Like, okay, so for an example, my client Zen. Our last year's nonprofit gala was Zen the Enchanted Garden. So it was very garden-esque, and people walked in and they were making herbal teas, and they were, there was a magician, and it was very like Mad Hatter, and there was a greenery wall, and behind the greenery wall, there's like these hands, and they're just handing out champagne to the guests, and there's potion drinks, and
oh wow,
right. So for me, like, I love the theme, and then I love to like encompass everything around that theme. So,
oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
This is getting good, but we have to take a break.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with that Fire FM TV and Cassidy Sheehan.
I've been here with you since the start. Boy, why you play with my heart? I need to know why you're doing this to me. Through some ups and some downs, I've always been around for your love. Can't you do the same for me? Then you said that you're through with me. Then you said that you never leave. Then you said that I'm all you need. Boy, make up your mind. Then you said that you're through with me. Then you said that you never leave. Then you said that I'm all you need. Boy, make up your mind. How can you just walk away? Walk away. After every word I say, I need your love. Why won't you listen to me? And then you say that you're through with me. Oh baby, 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 why can't you see? I need your love. Show me love. And then you action. When the strobe lights are flashing, get so caught up in passion. On my hips in rotation, feel your heartbeat, it's racing. Touch my body, temptation, yeah, I love the sensation. Watch me do that thing you like.
Watch you do that thing I like.
Love it how I grind, I whine.
Love it when you grind and whine.
Whine like a belly dancer. Whine like a belly dancer.
Grind and whine.
Whine like a belly dancer. Whine like a belly
Grind
dancer.
and whine.
I know that you feel the rush. Can you feel the lust? When our bodies touch, I can be your crush. Love me, take control, make me feel beautiful. Touch me, caress me, make me feel sexy. Use me, consume me, pursue me, seduce me. I move, he love the way that I do it. When I whine, slow whine, hypnotized to the music. Watch me do that thing you like.
Watch you do that thing I like.
Love it how I grind, I whine.
Love it when you grind and whine.
Whine like a belly dancer. Whine like a belly dancer.
Grind and whine.
Whine like a belly dancer. Whine like a belly
Grind
dancer.
and whine.
Whine like a belly dancer. Whine like a belly dancer. Whine like a belly dancer. Whine like a belly dancer.
And we're back with that Fire FM TV. I'm your host, Shanique Shalon, and we are here with Cassidy Sheehan. Well, let's get back into it. So, if anyone wants to come to any of the events that are coming up for this year, tell us about how they can actually be able to go.
Yeah, so I think a couple accounts that are my clients that I want people to follow, and that way they can go to the links associated with those accounts, is Be the Zen 22, Musicland Gift Foundation, Carolina Women in Tech, and also Charlotte Brunch Festival. So all of those accounts people can follow, and there's going to be upcoming events that they should definitely look into.
Great. So, are there any dream collaborations? Anyone you like to collaborate with?
Oh my gosh, yes, of course. Of course, yes. For me, I would love to be a part of like a bigger production for events like the Grammys, the Met Gala, anything like that. I would love to be a part of that. And then honestly, I would love, oh my gosh, why am I spacing? Mindy Weiss. She is my favorite event planner that exists currently. So if I ever had the opportunity to meet her, learn from her, internship with her, anything, I would definitely do that.
So what advice would you give any young woman or anyone that wants to start their own creative business?
I think this is a good question. I was just having a conversation the other day about this question, actually. It's multi-layered, but I'll say this. I think if you have an idea, you should definitely try to figure out and research the ways to make it possible. I think that people a lot of times glorify entrepreneurship instead of, speaking about the financial stability that you do need, and that you do need to start with capital, and just like having that financial literacy conversation, and like maybe even getting with a financial advisor and trying to understand your finances and try to understand how that can work for your business. I think is extremely important. It's information I did not know when I was starting my business, and things I'm still learning as I go. And so I just feel like that's like a really, really important thing. But I think people should stay encouraged to create. And I think right now we're in this climate where people are kind of scared to create because there's just so much content, out there that's like being pushed. So it's like, well, why would I do it? And it's like, okay, because you could bring a whole perspective or flair or who knows to the forefront. And I think it could change people's lives. So yeah.
Definitely. So what do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to spend time with my family. I have 5 dogs, which is really crazy to a lot of people, but I love them all very much. I love animals. I love to our friend has a farm and an event venue called Pleasant Grove Farm. And we love to go out there and see the horses. And I also love exercising. So walking, Pilates, yoga, really anything to center myself because I'm always in the chaos. And so anything that can simmer me down and make me feel just peace, I'm with it.
Yes. So if you were not doing this, doing event planning, promoting, what would you be doing?
It's so funny. I feel like my alter ego would be a lawyer or yeah, I feel like I am I could go to bed. I could go to bat, and I could also have a ton of research behind it and be pinpoint all the receipts. I feel yeah, if I wasn't, that is an interesting thought. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with lawyer though. I really do feel alter ego Cask would have wanted to be a lawyer. Yeah.
All right. And can you tell me just one of the most biggest event you've ever worked on?
Biggest event I ever worked on. I would say it either probably is Charlotte Brunch Festival because we typically have over 1,500 people attend those events, that festival specifically. And we've even had a couple thousand in the past. So I would say that would probably be the biggest. But I have some that are upcoming that I think might beat that. So stay tuned on that. Yeah.
And who inspires Cassidy?
I don't think it's one person. I think I'm constantly inspired. I think I'm constantly inspired by creativity and artists, women in general. Women inspire me all the time. Mother's Day is tomorrow, so for me, I'm constantly inspired by women. I think my daughter inspires me. I think my partner inspires me. But I think God continues to show me and align me with inspiration all the time. So I'm really grateful for that.
Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah.
One more other question. Do you ever see pop marketing evolving in the next few years?
It's so weird because I don't know the answer, but I think pop is going to surprise me in ways that I don't foresee, right? Even when I started my business in 2020, I think it's evolved so much and it's changed. Even my branding has changed. As I kind of grow and evolve, I feel like your brand does the same with you in a certain regard. And so, yeah, I honestly, I don't want to make predictions, but I think the best is yet to come. So I'm excited.
I was going to ask you, have you thought about any merch for your business?
I actually have never thought about merch for my business specifically, but I have thought about merch in the context of how event planners need different types of merch, if that makes sense. So we're constantly dealing with different things during the day. So you're running around, you can't have your phone on you. You're carrying scissors, you're carrying all these objects and things like that. So that's what I think that, if we had more diverse clothing, that could be interesting to see how that works.
And another thing, what does the word legacy mean for you?
I love that question. I think legacy is literally my purpose in life as far as, what I want to leave behind and the ways in which I want to impact the world, even if in a small way. I really try to think about that all the time. And it's why I'm so community centric, because I just think we are here for such a short period of time, if you really think about it. And so that's why I just feel my time needs to be spent trying to be progressive and trying to help people and trying to connect dots. And there's so many things against I don't want to sound like pessimistic, but
Well, say it.
you know what I'm saying? There's so many things against us in the world. So when you're, and I'm speaking on this like as a white woman, right? So I know that I'm dealing with it in a different lens, and that I don't deal with it as much as Black people or Hispanic people or Asian people and different things. So I just should try to show up and be the best person that I can.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Ooh, girl. I would love to have another child. I think that's definitely probably in the cards. And I don't know where I see myself in 5 years. I surprise myself every month. I really do. Like, sometimes I'll just be like, hey, and this is why I think partnership matters so much, but I'll be like to Trevez, like, I think I want to try this or start this idea, or and he'll just go with it. Like, yeah, you totally should, and okay, I'm going to learn jiu-jitsu, or right now I'm like learning Spanish, and it's so, you know what I mean?
Awesome. Where are you learning Spanish at?
I'm like teaching myself, but I'm also, full-time, I work in hotel sales aside from my business, and most of our staff is Spanish speaking. So I'm like, guys, I told them, I said, speak to me only in Spanish, because I want to train my ear to understand them. And so I've been listening to music and different things like that. So hopefully, because I want Journey to be bilingual. Like, I want my daughter, I just want her to be bilingual. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that is our show. And I want to thank you so much for being on that Fire FM TV. I'm your host, Unique Shalon. Thank you, Cassidy Sheehan. And we're out. Peace.